Good morning. So let me tell you a little bit about the Choice Program. So the Choice Program was initiated by Congress to help out the veterans that cannot be seen within 30 days at your local VA clinic or VA hospital. And I want to tell you why the Choice Program can be a detrimental to the veterans' care, uh, the delay of care. So when you ask for a specialist or for more care that the PCP cannot do, um, and you're within you're out of the 50-mile radius from the hospital that can do it or whatever, you're eligible for this choice program through TriWest. And so this is how the process actually works, and it works like it every time. So your primary care provider, what he does or what she does is that they do a consult for one of the specialty cares. And so that gets sent to consult management at the VA. And that process can take up to 14 days to complete and give to TriWest. Well, once it's given to TriWest, um, then TriWest in their system, it can take up to 15 days to get in their system and they can see it. And from what I've been told, and I've worked with Choice for 3 years now, and with my care, and so I've gotten to know their requirements, their policies, because I've had to deal a lot with how they operate. So when they see it, they call you and they ask for a set of preferences. And then after that's done, they send it to the scheduling team. So once they see it in their system and it gets assigned to somebody to get the preferences, that can take 5 days. And then once it gets sent to the scheduling team, it can take 5 to 7 days for them to make an appointment. And then, like for instance, me, once they made an appointment, it was still a month and a half out from the actual appointment. So you're looking at a roughly 40 to 70 days to get an appointment through the Choice Program. And depending on the urgency, I would assume, but still, either way, like for instance, my dad had some stuff done and he needed a test done, so he got a test done, and the tester or the doctor didn't get the test results back until the 75th day. So they have to get your results back by law, they have 70 days to get it back to the VA hospital. So on the 75th day, that provider finally gave the results back to the primary care provider so he can go over those results with my father. So they have 70 days basically to get results back to the VA. That's ridiculous. Somebody could die in 70 days. And that's just how the VA Choice Program really works, is that it can be hectic, and that's how the Choice Program works. And in my story on the Choice Program, just recently, I need a brain MRI to rule out multiple sclerosis, which one doctor thinks I have. A neurosurgeon thinks I have MS, and a neurologist doesn't think so. But then again, I've been to two neurologists at the VA, and they both said two different things. So, I mean, it's just every time you see even the same type of social care provider, they're going to tell you something different. So I've seen one neurosurgeon that says I don't have spinal stenosis, he can't see it in my images, and then my last orthopedic surgeon saw the images and said, man, you got some spinal stenosis, so we need to take care of that, which I fired him, by the way. But anyways, so that's how the Choice Program works. And like I was saying with my brain MRI, was that they called me and they said, okay, well, we got you scheduled and it's 2 hours away. And I live in the heart of a medical community. So I know that there's tons of places here that I can get a brain MRI done. And I said, do not do not cancel this appointment, but try to find something closer. I live here, and this is where it needs to be. I don't like to travel anymore. I mean, I love traveling. Don't get me wrong, I love traveling, but my body just can't take it anymore. So my wife has to do all the driving most of the time now. And so they said, well, we canceled that. They didn't say they canceled it, but they said that, well, you no longer have that appointment because you wanted it to a different place. I said, no. I said, I have it recorded that I told you that I to keep the original appointment and just find a one closer if you can. If you can't, I'll just go, because I've been needing this brain MRI for a long time. And that's just how the choice is. And from my knowledge, the choice program is going away next year. From my knowledge, is that Congress didn't give them money. I think that money is being allotted back to the VA so they can do their own consults, which I don't know how that's going to affect us in our care. But again, if you have any of your own stories, good or bad, and mine are mostly bad, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to lie, they're mostly bad, but I'll tell you that there's some awesome patient advocacy reps at the VA. Awesome chief of staffs at the VA, once they're involved, they do awesome, miraculous things. They're very good people. Some are, some aren't. That's just how the VA is. So you just gotta find out who's with you and who's not. Who's there for the check, who's there to help the veteran. In all reality, I don't say it a lot, but in all reality, the people that work at the VA only have this job because there's veterans. If we never signed on that dotted line, they would never have a job. In retrospect, they would never, I don't know if that's the right terminology, but anyways, they would never have a job if it wasn't for us veterans. They would never have a damn job, ever, at the VA. There wouldn't be no need. No need for the VA if it wasn't for us, And I did my physical therapy filing today, and he told me, you know what? Your story is just the same as I hear most of the other veterans that I go and do in-home physical therapy at. And he was just astonished that I was the youngest patient he's ever seen in his career doing physical therapy. But I don't know how long he's been a physical therapist. I don't know. And so I can't tell you the details on that. That's just what he told me. So anyways, have a good night.